Now Henry can see the trees growing strong and tall, and the animals are coming back. Sometimes everywhere is quiet. At other times, Henry can hear leaves rustling or a bird's wing brushing the air. Often he can hear the sound of children laughing, and always he is happy here.
I'm not crying. Henry, Henry, Henry. I think Henry's character has been through the biggest change of the series, but he still remains my favourite. The simple answer? Nothing. There isn't anything wrong with Henry. He's got his own character and it may be different from what it used to be, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong with him. And while I may prefer his old character, I still like what he is today. Henry really just had a bunch of characteristics thrown together. I see him as a mix of James, Gordon, and Edward. Kind and caring, but arrogant and boastful. To me, Henry really began changing in Season 8. I think most notably the episode Henry and the Wishing Tree, when he couldn't pull coaches all of a sudden. When we've seen him do it multiple times before in the past episodes, so what was with that? And then they brought back his special coal. Now I will admit that did bother me a little bit, but I got over it quickly because it wasn't the focus of that many episodes. And with his special coal came this new worrisome personality of his, which I'm getting used to and I actually quite like when it's well done. Especially in episodes like Henry Spots Trouble. That is probably one of my favourites of Season 19. And then we hear news of a wonderful thing called The Adventure Begins. A classic retelling of our favourite episodes from the past, done in CGI. When I saw the trailer for this, I lost my mind. The trailer revealed that Henry wasn't in his old shape, and I saw some people say that that was a bad thing. When, to me, it really didn't matter whatever shape he was in. And then they do the retelling of the sad story of Henry, and instead of Henry being pompous about getting his paint wet, he was actually afraid of the rain, which did kind of confuse me because I thought they were going back to the classic storytelling where they were going to tell the stories as they were. So I guess that means Henry's always been scared? Maybe? In my head, I make up whatever I choose. I don't know. However, by the end of the special, they eventually fix up Henry's scaredness of the rain and he comes out of his shed and he finally realizes that rain isn't so scary anymore. Also, if you've seen any of The Great Race, you'll notice that Henry's old character is shining through just a bit, and you'll know when it happens. But I think the episode that really made me fall in love with Henry's character was definitely Henry's Forest. This episode is so beautiful, but so tragic at the same time. The music you just heard, it's so sad, and if you heard the music, you know what the episode's going to be about. In losing his forest, Henry has lost a lot. It was his favourite place to go when he had time, and I think that's part of it that makes it so sad and makes Henry's character in this episode just so deep. In losing a part of his forest, he's lost a part of himself. However, after all the loss and the pain, at the end, Henry gets his forest back, better than ever before. and he is happy here.